Yeah,
That doesn't help. Anthony, that doesn't help at all.
Help? I thought it was better for the guitar.
Nope.
you know how we start these things and we act like we're talking already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, this is Johnny Bean. Yo. I'm doing a live hangout, chat, guitar talk, blah, 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 whatever. 7:39 p.m. on the West Coast right now. 420. Happy 420, everybody.
Yes.
You know they got huge parties going on out here. Huge.
Oh, shit.
What's the deal with the 420? What's the significance?
It's for pot smokers.
Marijuana.
Oh, that's why I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know that. I know it, but I've never done it, so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've never done it either. Not yet.
Your wife would kill you.
Read about it. He's just read about it. That's all it was.
Yeah.
No, I had friends in junior high who tried to get me to do it. They actually pinned me to the ground and were like putting the stuff in my face and.
Like Step Brothers or the White Dog Trap.
That's right, Johnny.
Yeah.
Your wife would kick you in the neck until you're dead.
Yeah. No, she wouldn't. Anyway, yeah, they got huge parties going, events out here in Golden Gate Park. Huge. Look all over, just search it and you'll find it. And here in Santa Cruz too. So anyway, guitar talk, chat, blah 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 with Anthony. See, I'm messing up your first name now.
Handsome Anthony.
Daisy, like a lady.
We got handsome Anthony.
Thank you.
There's your new name.
Dave, like smooth like a lady. Right?
Yes, very nice. Very nice, yeah.
All right.
We got Nesdal.
Yo.
You know, that's his nickname, Nesdal.
Nesdal.
And Rob Johnson. Yo. Yeah.
And Johnny Bean.
And Johnny Bean.
Johnny the Bean.
JohnnyBean.com.
Johnny Franks and Beans.
Yeah. Yeah, so these guys want to talk about some stuff. Some presents, some birthdays. Somebody had a birthday yesterday, I hear.
Ooh!
Happy birthday to Dave. Happy birthday to Dave. Happy birthday, dear Nesdal. Nesdal.
We're also singing that?
If you want.
Everybody wants to sing.
For you.
That's crazy.
Man.
This is for you, Dave.
What is that?
Nice. Oh, man.
This was.
Tell us about that real quick, Anthony. Tell us about it.
This was a Strat style neck, beak, I think, right? I forgot what
it was. It was a chicken hawk neck.
Yeah, and Paul Unkert did to this neck the exact same thing he did to Eddie's necks back in the early '80s. He put wood here and here, doweled up the original peg holes and made new ones, and basically made you a one-off banana headstock from the very same template that he built Eddie's necks from. So this is the real deal, man. He sanded down the back to get the same feel, and even went so far as to round out the heel a little bit, because that's something Eddie used to like. And as Paul has told us before, because their hands were very similar in size, what Paul liked, Eddie liked. So you've basically got the template going, and he said he spent a lot of time on this, but I'm telling you, it's incredible. I just picked it up from him tonight, and I'll be giving it to you on Friday.
That's amazing. It's amazing.
It is amazing. It is really cool. I mean, look at this.
That is awesome. That is cool.
The hair on your head stands up when you see that. Oh, well, not on mine, but.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. If I had that, I wouldn't even paint it. I would just string it up like that.
Yeah.
Just to show what it is. Just to show, you know.
Well, the thing is, you can still see what it is with the paint on it, because you can actually see where the holes are doweled, because the paint will sink right into that, and you can see all that stuff.
I hate to say it, Dave, but I really hate to say it, but I almost would, because of where it came from, it's almost a showpiece the way it is now without even mounting it on a guitar. I mean, the way with the holes doweled and with the way, I mean, I'm not saying I'd be able to keep it that way. I'd paint it and I'd put it on a guitar just because that's me. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, but, well, there you go. You just answered the question right there. Plus, it has Unk's stamp in the neck heel. So
I know.
Well, I think what Rob was saying was it would look perfect on his wall next to the guy driving the boat.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Let me tell you something, guys. This is like
I think you guys should all eat the man in vote. Never mind.
maniacs. This is like holding a piece of history, though. Let me tell you. I mean, it was made by the same hands, and it's very organic in the sense that it's. And don't misinterpret what I'm about to say. It's perfect in its imperfections. In other words,
Yeah.
it wasn't made by a machine, right? It was made by hands. It's a one-off, and it's just it's got a vibe. This has a vibe. I guarantee you, when you put this on a guitar, it's gonna just explode. It's gonna scream. I know it. It
Did
just
you say
feels
organic or orgasmic?
Both.
orgasmic.
Yeah.
So, Anthony, do me a favor. There's one thing I'd like to see on it. From the bass side, go do this where I can see the headstock from the bass side. Flat. Come to your right.
To my right.
Yeah,
The
stop.
other way.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, great.
But say something though too.
Oh no, I have him on the screen. You gotta say something.
He wants
Oh,
to
okay.
So they can see it.
Can you see it?
I wanted to see how thin the area just around by the headstock where the right there, that whole thickness right there. Yes. That's supposed to be really thin from there to the bottom of the neck, and it is. It's exactly the way Eddie's was. If you look at everyone's reissues, or the Musicraft ones, that's a lot thicker piece of wood there.
Yeah,
and he
Right here.
shaves that. Yeah, he shaves that all down, which is it's part of the mystique of having one of those Unkert necks.
Yeah, you can see it right here too. I mean, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but right here you could see where he was sanding down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's. I don't know if that was something that he said he wanted to do, or it's a byproduct of sanding down this dowel.
Oh, that might be the reason why. That
Yeah.
might be the reason why he had to always do that.
It's so cool. You just can't believe it. I can't wait till you get this thing, man.
Anthony's phone is full of selfies with that neck right now.
Kind of like
it
Steinberger.
really
Steinberger.
it's pretty incredible. I mean, it's incredible.
He's already mounted that on like all his guitars already and played it.
Yeah, I'm sure Anthony has mounted that.
Let me tell you something. I have not mounted this, but
Well, you mounted my Steinberger when you had that.
oh, I love that thing. But I wanted I was starting to tell Dave just before we started to go live. I had unexpectedly had to travel for work Monday, and I came back late last night. So those 2 nights were out, and then I called Paul, and I was hoping that I could go tomorrow night, but tonight was the only night I could pick it up. And now I hadn't been home, hadn't seen the kids and the wife or anything like that. My wife had something to do tonight, so I said, all right, fine, I'll take the kids with me. I had to work late, and I wound up going out there a little bit later than I expected, and I piled them in the car. And we just had fun going down to the guitar maker's house. And I explained to them, I said, guys, we're going to visit the man that used to make Eddie Van Halen's guitars. And both of them, because they, through me basically, how much I love them, they were like, oh, that's so cool. They fell asleep by the time we got there. But
Uncle Unk.
Uncle Unk.
We're going to see Uncle Unk.
Uncle Unk.
That's right.
Uncle Unk. Uncle Unk.
Uncle.
You're a bunch of cavemen.
That's so cool though, man. Yeah, I wouldn't paint that thing, man. I'd play it exactly like that.
I don't know.
I think,
When
and like
I-
Rob
when
was
I-
saying, don't even put it on a guitar. Just put it on your wall.
Keep it that way, man. It's such a huge history piece. I mean,
Yeah, well, it's going to be history on a guitar. It's not going anywhere.
I
think
think
David Allen Wright. Be like David Allen Wright and have like that thing just sitting around and like a million necks and.
I offer a compromise, Dave. I think you should document the painting process, but I wouldn't mind seeing this on a 5150, to be honest with you.
That's what I said, Anthony. That's what I said.
I don't want to have two 5150s, and I we'll see.
You don't have a shamer, 49 and a half or whatever.
Is it 5249?
40. I can't even think.
That's what you paid for, right, Dave? $52.49. Yeah.
$50. That neck was $50 for all the work he did.
That's a railroad robbery right there.
That's I told him. I said to him. I said, "How do you stay in business?"
Yeah. I don't
Everybody's
know.
going to want one now, though.
This wasn't.
That was a gift. Just you got to make sure that everyone knows that this was a gift, and this is not something that he does all the time, and certainly not for that price. But it was a birthday gift.
And this is not. This didn't take an hour. I can guarantee you that.
No, it took him 3 weeks to do. Well, 3 weeks. He didn't start it until 3 weeks ago. It took him about 2 weeks for that glue to cure before he could shape it.
I wish I'd taken pictures of that or done some video of him actually doing it. That would have been awesome. But
wow.
we've got this
well,
now.
Anthony, thank you so much. Thanks for getting that for me, and thanks for.
And Paul was laughing. He goes, you and Dave must be really good friends for you to drive all the way down here after working all day. I'm like, yeah, man, we know each other like 20 years. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
And it's his birthday.
Wow.
Dave, I only got a few more minutes. Why don't you show us what you got in your hand?
Okay. Well, here we go. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, and went through a few people that were willing to sell theirs, and then at the 11th hour, they decided they didn't want to. And I can't blame them, because when you get one of these things, they're so good that you don't want to sell it. You don't want to give it up.
Looks like the Emerald Forest.
And it is a Peavey Wolfgang Special Deluxe. This is from 2000, the year 2000. Y2K. I don't know Y2K, but Y2K. It's Kelly green. I know it looks emerald in the screen there, but it's Kelly green. It has a Fernandez sustainer pickup in it, which is finally working correctly. When I bought this guitar from Guitar Center, they told me that it didn't come with the original case. It didn't come with the case or the tremolo arm. But when I did my unboxing video yesterday, lo and behold, it was in a Peavey Wolfgang case, and there was a tremolo arm in the case. But what there wasn't were covers to the back cavities, which annoyed me. I was annoyed like you could not believe. And to boot, the switch was backwards, so instead of up being the bridge pickup, up was the neck pickup, and down was the bridge pickup.
I hate that.
I had that rewired today, and the pickups were not grounded to the pot, so it was super noisy. So I had that done today as well. The pickups are now grounded to the pot.
You're grounded.
You're grounded, pal. You're all grounded. Tomorrow, a buddy of mine is going to make the back plate to the control cavity for me and put it on. He did the same thing to my Rasta guitar, and I'll have a nice plate for that. And then on Friday, I'm going to Guitar Center where I got this guitar, and they are going to take this cover off of a Mexi EVH Wolfgang and put that on here for me. And then it'll be complete.
Say that in your Darth Vader voice.
And it will be complete.
Training will be complete.
Argus.
Look how Robin's a
meats.
stormtrooper behind you.
Yeah.
This is amazing because you have to understand the guitars Dave's had in his stable over the years, and this is probably the most public search I think I've ever seen him do.
Man,
there was a point there last week or the week before they were like, I don't know, it's going to take forever. I'm like, dude, you're going to get one. You're going to get one. I was searching like crazy. I know you were searching 24/7, and a couple of deals fell through, but lo and behold, look at this. Not only did you get one, but you got one with a sustainer.
Yeah.
So it's just like Eddie's.
Quickly, I'll tell the story on how I got this.
Go ahead.
So I think it was So, well, I'm not going to say his name on Facebook, but a buddy of mine from Facebook was checking GuitarCenter.com, and quickly, like one morning, it was like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, he sends me the link. So I look at the link and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. It was in Washington State, in Seattle. So I go to my Guitar Center in Carl Place on Long Island here, and I have a buddy that used to work for me. Used to be, I used to be his boss there, and now he's a bigwig there. He's the head sales guy. So I said, Matt, there's a guitar, blah blah blah. Can we get that? And he says, yeah. I said, you want to take one of my boutique amps as trade? He said, yeah. How much is it worth? I said, well, used it's probably worth about $1,500. You can get $1,500. Can we do like an even swap? And he did all the searching, and he did the homework, and we were able to do an even swap for this guitar. So so I buy the guitar, and I start putting the photos of the guitar on Facebook. So I get a message from some guy, and I can't remember his name now. He said, did you get that guitar at the Seattle Guitar Center? I said, yeah. He says, that's funny because I just returned that guitar to them. I had it, and I returned it because it was listed as a custom shop guitar, and it's not a custom shop guitar. And the sustainer pickup is an aftermarket one, where I thought it was, he thought it was done at the custom shop. And he said he also said that there was no case and no tremolo arm and stuff. So I said, well, I don't know if you know this or not, but Peavey only made 92 green guitars in the whole time that they made Wolfgangs. So you really should have kept the guitar. It's still worth something, even though it's not a custom shop piece. And you snooze, you lose, unfortunately. So I have it, and that's the story behind this guitar.
Wow.
Yeah, and it plays as fantastic as it looks. The action's really super low. Well, I set up my own guitars. The neck is a little bit wider from front to back than I'd say than an EVH Wolfgang.
Yep.
It's very comfortable. Johnny, if the neck on your guitar feels anything like this,
I was going to say, is it the same? Is it the same profile as the one that I have?
I don't know. I've never played yours, but it from what I remember,
let me grab it.
I've had a few of these, not flame top ones, but solid color ones, and I've had a few standards, I guess, or I won't say standards. I've had a few arch top ones, and from what I remember, they felt just like this. I don't. It's been a long time since I've owned a Peavey arch top. From what I remember,
my green one, Dave, was just like yours. It was just like yours, and I can tell you that I've also, owned a lot of standards. I mean, arch tops. I mean, they were called standards. And I will tell you, other than the non-tilt back headstock and not being a bird's eye neck, being a hard rock maple, it felt almost identical.
Yeah. From what I remember, it felt great. So. And I played, back to back. I played this guitar and my EV, the white one that I just got as well.
Yeah.
And they do. They're very different. Absolutely. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass and say, oh, they're the same thing. They're not. They're very different. Yeah. So Johnny, I can understand when you say when you're playing this, you could only play this type of guitar without being messed up by playing other ones. I can understand when you say that, but
this guitar, the Peavey Wolfgang,
because
of the shape of this neck, I can only if I'm playing this guitar, I have to play only this guitar. I can't switch from anything else or to anything else because of the way this neck feels. It's just so different.
It's a departure from everything else that you have.
From anything else. It doesn't feel like a Strat. It doesn't feel like a Les Paul. No. It doesn't feel like the Music Man. It doesn't feel like the EVH version.
Yeah.
It's its own total thing.
What I will say though is I will not take anything away from this guitar. It's really amazing. It's a great guitar. And I don't care. I mean, yes, I love the fact that it's green, but if this guitar was pink, I don't care. It's a great as a guitar. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
What else can I say about it? Today's the first day that I've ever used a sustainer pickup, so I'm getting used to the way that is. Real quick, the switching. Let's get this out.
Explain that.
The switching, when both switches are down, the sustainer is disabled, and it's a regular guitar. When the switch closer to the volume knob is up, your sustainer is on. And when this switch is down, you get a low harmonic.
Yep.
When it's up, you get a high harmonic. And it works whether you're on the bridge pickup or the neck pickup.
Yeah.
So.
Explain that. What does that mean? Low and high harmonic.
All right. When the switch
Mr.
is
Wizard.
down, when the switch is down, you get a low sounding harmonic. It's like a lower note.
As Eddie would say, explain that in baby talk, because I don't even know. I don't even understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like you said, speak kindergarten. Yeah.
Well, the overtone that you get is a lower pitch than that.
So like a Boss octave pedal, when you change the knob, it gets a higher, lower octave and the lower octave tones.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
it's not necessarily like a bass low, not like you're getting a bass sound.
Does it split the coils? Is it like a coil splitter kind of thing?
No, it only engages the sustainer. And the sustainer is only one side of the coil, too, of the double coil. It's only one. When the sustainer is on, the single coil, it's a single coil. It's only one side. It's the inner coil.
Yeah.
That's why Eddie's was only that single coil.
Right.
You just had a single coil in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when you have the thing turned off, though, you can use that as a regular
I'll
pickup.
also tell you, the whole pickup is a single coil. It's not a humbucker. It looks like a humbucker, so it fills the hole. This is a dummy. The neck side is a dummy coil.
Huh.
This inner side is the only coil that's working, to my knowledge, because I have tapped both coils with a screwdriver to see what's what. And no matter what you do, the outer coil near the neck is never engaged. So that leads me to believe two things. It leads me to believe that either the pickup is only working as a single coil, or this is really a dummy coil so that it fits in a humbucker guitar without looking like Eddie's guitar, like where the pickup is just shoved in there.
Well, my guess would be that's most people are putting that type of a pickup in a humbucking cavity route.
Yes.
So Eddie's was probably an older version where, he didn't care, and now they're just making them to fill the void, so to speak. They really function exactly the same thing, and they are the same,
Correct. Because when it's acting as just a regular pickup, when both switches are down and you have it on a neck position, it sounds like a single coil pickup.
Yeah.
It's still very nice. It's a big sound, but it's very single coily. You can tell you're like, there's something wrong. You immediately think there's something wrong with it.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting it to be a humbucker. It's not. It's a single coil in the neck.
Right.
And I think that's amazing, because I have so many of these guitars now that to have this in the neck, it's another tool now. It's not just not another Wolfgang. It's a different tool, because now I have a Wolfgang with a single coil in the neck position, and I think that's cool.
That is cool. And so when you're not using it on a high gain, do you still get that high pitched squeal sound, or what does it sound like when you engage it?
When you engage it, it's in the background. You can hear it. You can hear it like underneath the sound of the pickup. but also there's like this little gritty overdrive. It sounds like the pickup is broken. You need, in order for it to work correctly, the amp has to be overdriving.
Okay.
But if you're playing through a clean amp, it sounds like it's broken. It's not. It doesn't really. It's not pleasing to the ear.
Yeah.
Does it make sense to use it on lower notes on the neck, or is it only?
You can. You absolutely can. I've used it.
Oh.
I've used it down. I tried it everywhere. And basically, if you've got good transference from your fingers to the strings on any note on any string, you can make it work. It'll work, and it'll feed back. It's more like a note that just feeds back. Like a Hendrix type thing. Where
Like
he
an
had to
Ebo?
work so hard to get that to do that, where it just happens. It automatically goes from the sustained natural note to a harmonic note that just sustains forever, and you can actually use it like an Ebo if you have good transference where you could move your fingers around and you have good transference onto the string. You can actually use it like an Ebo. You can make it sound like your neck is fretless, and move the notes up. And it's just fantastic. It's what a great thing.
That's more interesting to me than some of the ways that Eddie used it, especially on that song Catherine, where he was just wailing with the squeals.
Yep.
Although I will say,
look, Johnny just showed the photo of Ed's actual guitar.
That's the actual one right there.
There you go.
It looks like his had a real Floyd Rose on it.
It does. It's a real Floyd. It's a factory Floyd. I noticed that. It says Floyd Rose on. It's not a Peavey Floyd.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it says Floyd Rose.
Huh.
Yep.
That's cool
if you
too.
listen to some 2004 recordings. There's a soundboard recording from the 04 tour from Atlanta, and it's a soundboard recording and
horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. Well, I mean, the whole 2004 tour sucked. I mean,
but I have that. I have that soundboard from Atlanta, and his guitar is out of tune almost the whole night.
Oh yeah, it is. But if you listen to some of the times that he actually messed with that sustainer, the guy had some incredible techniques with that thing. With that, I mean, he would hit those notes, and like you said, they'd turn the sustainer on. He would turn that that fretted note into a harmonic, and then he'd move it around the neck a little bit. And there were some examples of that, and it's the only way you can actually really do that is with one of those sustainers.
Yeah.
That is actually one thing I've never had the opportunity to play. I mean, I played trans-trems and all that other stuff, and kill switches, all that stuff. But the sustainers is something I've seen them, but I've never had a chance to really mess with it.
Right.
And my green Wolfgang that I had and I sold, I was this close to actually putting one in, and I never did. Kind of anxious to kind of mess with that when I come down to see you again, Dave.
You're more than welcome. I highly recommend you guys all.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
Never mind, Dave.
Oh, well, I highly recommend anyone that wants to come here and play it to just play with this thing. It's amazing. Just amazing.
Anthony, you can go ahead and say it. I don't care, really. It's fine.
We all, it's okay. It's okay. My birthday's over with. I don't.
Play with what thing, Dave? Play with what thing?
This guitar.
Oh, the guitar. Yeah.
You want to play with Dave's sustainer?
Nice.
What's that guitar made of?
I want to play with.
It's made of sugar and spice and everything nice.
I want to play with Dave's single coil.
How about the orgasmic feel of this neck?
Very funny.
It was like you're playing with that, Anthony.
You guys are just a load
Dude,
of laughs.
you should put that neck on that guitar. Oh, that'd be so cool, man.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be.
It wouldn't, except it wouldn't work because of the neck heel. Wouldn't work.
I know we've talked about the whole neck heel thing between all those guitars because I've had the body and the necks. I've tried slapping those different things together, and we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't slap that neck on that body because of the heel.
Yeah.
you know.
All right, so you want to get Vinny in here real quick? Because, you know, I don't think we have that much time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a roll here. I'm actually 10 minutes over where I wanted to be.
Yeah, I gotta jump, guys. I'm exhausted.
Okay, you guys
Okay.
can jump out and Vinny can jump in.
That's okay. Go ahead. I'll hang around just to say hi to Vinny, and then I'll bail.
Okay.
All right.
Are
I'm
you
gonna say
watching?
good night, guys.
All right,
Hey.
Anthony, thank you so much.
See you, Anthony.
Let's get in touch and let
see
me
you
know
Friday.
how to get. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going though. I know
I'll
I'm going to
send you a
Oceanside, but I don't know where.
Yeah, I'll send you the directions. No problem.
Okay, cool.
Johnny, Rob, I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. And
Yep.
if you have photos of that neck, send me some photos of that.
I
sent-
have them. I'll send them
I'd
to
like
you.
to see 'em.
Or
Okay.
yeah, either I can do it. I'll do it when we get off the phone.
I want to see some
call.
selfies of Sajazi with that neck.
Well,
I didn't
yeah.
take that.
Well, all you have to do is rewind this video, and you'll be able to see them all night. You can freeze frame it while you're doing your thing, Johnny.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Good night,
Bye,
guys.
Anthony. Great to
See
see
you
you.
later,
man.
Anthony.
You know,
Have a good-
you know what you should do though is put that neck on your shelf, take photos of it, and they're called shelfies.
Selfies.
Hey, Vinny was just in here and he just left.
Yeah,
I think he
because
just followed Anthony out of here.
you know, we were talking like a bunch of those people.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Rob, if you're gonna jump out, good to see you. I got to tuck my chickens in real quick. Tell Bob I got to tuck the chickens in.
So what am I gonna just sit here and twiddle my thumbs while you do that?
Bob's passed out.
Okay. Well, I guess. Yeah. Show off the guitar more. I have to. It's
No,
dark here now.
then let's just call. Let's
I
call.
have to do it. I have to shut their door.
Okay. So
Vinny.
So long, everyone. Vinny's gone. Too late.
Oh, here he is. Vinny's back. There you go. There's your Vinny. All right, I'll be right back. Rob,
All right,
if you're gone,
There, he's
Vinny's
gone.
again.
He's gone.
Vinny's gone again. Go tuck your.
Rob,
Go tuck your
good
chuck.
night, buddy.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
See you,
Talk
Rob.
to you later.
Tell Vinny I said hi.
I will.
Bye, Rob. Good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob.
Bob's right here.
Rob,
Bob
Bob.
and Rob.
All
Good night,
right.
Rob, Bob.
We'll do one later, guys.
Bob
Rob
and Neil.
Bob.
Bob and Neil. What?
Bob and Neil.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's Rob and Bob mornings.
Talk to you guys later.
You guys
See you
get to do
later.
your own show. All right. See you, man.
Happy birthday, Dave. Johnny.
Thank you so much.
See ya. Yeah, I do that all the time with the chickens, you know, because I wake up. Anybody who's friends with me on Facebook, they'll see like every super early in the morning. Well, here anyway, in California, they'll see like an update of me of a microphone with a chicken and like
Right.
a face just is like, oh, that's because the rooster is out there singing,
Yeah.
you know. And that rooster, his name is Golden Child. That's what I named him when he was like this big. So that's one of my things that I do. I'm like Golden Child mornings. Like a radio station kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. I get it.
Vinny.
We have a Vinny avatar.
Vinny's in here. Paul Rodden says, tucking the chickens in, is that anything like... That's as far as I can see. Hey, Vinny.
Hey, Johnny.
Yo,
What's happening?
Vinny.
What's happening,
Oh.
Vinny?
Happy birthday to one of the greatest guitar players ever.
Oh, jeez. You're talking about Johnny, right?
No, I'm talking about David Nasdall.
Oh.
What is it, Clapton's birthday today?
It's a...
Like, what? The Tadpoles?
Oh, jeez.
Coraline, the Tadpoles? I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Vinny?
You know, I don't know,
Coraline
but
the
I know one
Tadpoles?
thing for a
Coraline?
fact.
Is that the word? Nesdall knows, I guess.
You know, I think it's it's
don't know.
just another way of saying self-coitus.
I don't even know what that means. I really have to go shut their door real quick. I'll be right back, okay?
Go.
Show
Go
Vinny your
come back.
guitar.
All right.
Did you say go and don't come back?
I said go and come back.
All right, I can't hear you.
Goodbye.
I can't hear you.
I really have to go shut their door real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, go.
David,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Vinny?
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Look what I'm holding up. Can you see this?
Yeah.
This was my birthday gift to me.
That's cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
I finally decided to name my guitar.
Cool. What'd you name it?
Kramer, Ed, Frankie, Igor.
Oh, cool.
I finally decided to name my guitar.
Cool. What'd you name it? Very
Um,
cool. Hey, Vinny, is your do you have a phone? Do you have like something on in the background, like a second computer going or something?
yeah.
Oh, so I guess so you can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I hear a delay, but that's okay. Just keep it a little lower than normal.
All right.
That's good right there. Whatever you did, it's fine.
So, I cannot wait. May 2nd, I'm going to Paul Unker's place.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot wait.
I know. Hey, were you watching this at all? Before you came on?
No.
Oh, okay. So when this is done, when this video is done, I want you to watch it again. And you know Anthony, my friend Anthony Sajazi, right?
Yeah.
Well, he went to Paul Unker's tonight to pick up a neck that Paul made for me, and you're gonna lose your mind when you see it. You're gonna lose your mind. It's pretty amazing.
I think I already saw the neck.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
You guys were saying, oh, let's put the 5150 neck on the brand new Wolfgang guitar.
Oh
neck.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you can't do that.
I know you can't.
That's like trying to say, oh, let's put the 5150 body on a Wolfgang neck.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah, won't work. It
Nope.
won't work. It's very funny. So, all I see is your avatar. Is your camera not working?
Yeah. I decided to put Eddie Van Halen on my avatar.
Cool. I don't see it though. I see a picture of your face.
Yeah. I just got done watching a movie. Well, almost got done watching a movie from 1994 with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, which one?
The one where he's supposed to be a guard for the Queen or something. I forget what it was called.
I don't know.
I watched your videos today. Then I watched the interview that you did with some guy that went to your house and interviewed you.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
That was really cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was fun to do. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh man, that was probably 3 or 4 years ago. That was a long time ago. Kevin Horton is that guy's name.
Yeah. When I first met you here on Facebook, I wanted to see what you were like, and I wanted to see what, guitars you had and what, stuff. Now I know.
Uh-huh. Well, I have a few different guitars now than I did back then, but yeah. Yeah. My cats are being very mischievous right now. They're running around in my kitchen.
Oh, yeah. My cat Toby today was looking at me when I was watching TV. Oh, what are you doing? Looking at me like, can I please come up? Am I allowed to come up and, like, lay on your bed with you? Yeah, you're allowed to.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Welcome back.
I'm here. Yeah,
I see there's Fender guitars. I see there's let me see. Oh, I see a lot of guitars.
Yep. Oh, the ones on my wall behind me?
Yep.
Yep. There's some Kramers up there. There's some Wolfgangs. There's a Music Man. There's some Fender Telecasters. There's a Fender Stratocaster. There's a couple of Ibanez guitars. There's a Les Paul. Whole bunch of cool stuff.
Yep.
What do you want? What do you want?
So how's it going, Johnny?
It's good, man. It's a lot better than it was. I've had a rough several days. I've just been exhausted. I've been driving. You ever heard of a town called Oakland, California?
Yeah.
I live roughly 75 miles away from Oakland, and I had a gig there, so I had to drive back and forth 2 days in a row for a rehearsal and then the show and then come back. And then just yesterday I drove back basically the same distance. Yeah. To the town to a town called Walnut Creek. So I've just been just exhausted the past several days.
I been dealing with a lot of crap this past couple of days, and Dave knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The cat just said something. It sounded like no.
Yeah, my cat. This is the one that was coughing its lung up a little earlier, and he's telling me he's feeling better right now. He's running around.
I do this thing with Harry when he's tired and he's like, excuse me if I use the word piss and tired, and I go with my finger like this. And he
You
just
could say pissed, you just can't say tired.
Okay. When I do this to Harry, he looks at me like, oh, what's going on? Oh, okay.
Dave, I was gonna say your cat sounds like a mogwai.
Yeah.
You sure you don't have a mogwai sitting there in a box?
I think it might be a Mogwai in disguise as a cat.
Yeah, so this Monday I talked to Paul Unkert, and he said, "Hello, is this Frank?" I said, "No, this is Vinnie." He's like, "Oh," I said, I'm gonna be coming over to your place to get the rest of my guitar done." He's like, "Oh, okay, just let me know when," and blah blah blah. It's just like in my mind I wanted to ask him so many questions, but I knew that he was busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, if you're there, while he's working on your guitar, you can ask him those questions.
And hopefully by May or something, I'll be able to get the body and the neck delivered to Paul Rudin, and he'll do my 5150 guitar.
Paul Rudin. Okay, that's a new one. Paul Rudin. I think after that last comment, I think he's now known as Paul Rudin.
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 He's so Rudin.
Are you watching this, Paul? We just got 2 viewers all of a sudden, so I think he just woke up.
Really?
Someone just left.
Oh.
What was it? It was Paul Rodden, Paul Rudin, Paul.
Paul Rodin.
I went to FYE on Monday, and I just completed almost completed my Van Halen collection, but I also completed my Eddie and the Cruisers CD collection. I don't know.
You got part 1 and part 2?
Yep. But
I love that. I love that band. I love that movie. Both movies were fantastic. And John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, that's the real band that played Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yeah.
That band was so good. I mean, they were really amazing. What a great band.
Here, I'll show you something.
You can't, because all I see is your avatar.
I can see him.
How is it that I can't
Although
see him?
he's sitting there in the dark, so he's just like I'll show you something. He just like vanished into blackness.
I can't see anything.
Eddie and the Cruisers, man. Yeah, I actually did a marathon where I watched both those in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. Trivia: Who's the main character? What's the actor's name?
That's Michael Pere.
Yep, Michael Pere.
Michael Pere.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna. Yeah, Michael Pere. I was gonna say. See, I'm a rapper now. Oh, let's see that, Vinny. Say something, Vinny.
This is Eddie and the Cruisers. It's the unreleased tapes.
Oh, cool.
Is that an official thing, or is that a bootleg?
Nope, that is the original. I paid $5 for this on I went to FYE on Monday and
$5. It must be original.
That's
Because if it was a
amazing.
bootleg, it would be way more than that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Would have been $15.
That's the
Cool,
second
man.
biggest glass I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the first one's empty. Yeah, I haven't seen that film in years. Well, either of them. I did a marathon where I actually watched both in a row at one point. I think I was sick probably.
Hmm.
So I watched both movies in a row. And actually, I'm a fan of Michael from way back, from Greatest American Hero. If any of you guys
Oh
know about that show,
yes,
you know.
that's right.
Yeah.
I love that show too.
Oh, dude, did I ever tell you the stories?
You told me that you no, you didn't tell me the story.
Yeah. I actually, that dude, William Catt, he actually plays guitar, and I actually sent him some guitar picks, my
Uh-huh.
picks, and so he was actually using my picks for a while.
That's cool. Did you
My-
tell him? Did you ask him if he ever learned how to fly?
No.
Because he never could fly. He always used to fall.
Yeah. But yeah, I grew up on that dude, man, and I got to talk to him. There's actually a video on my Facebook, on my Facebook in my videos, 4 or 5 years ago, something. I actually got to do a chat with him through a mutual friend, and it was awesome. And then we emailed back and forth, and it was, yeah,
He's cool.
just
I
growing up
still
on that
love
TV
that show.
growing up on that TV show. Oh yeah, I know every show now. I've had them on DVD. They came out on DVD 11 years ago, so I know every episode of that
Yeah.
program.
thanks to my mom. Thanks to my mom for taping Eddie and the Cruisers when I was a kid, because I didn't even know. Back then I was like, wow, I'm so addicted to watching this movie, and then realizing at the end it was the Word Man. No, it wasn't. No, it was the other guy.
The manager.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
Hmm.
Huh? Dude, you just gave the ending away.
Yeah, but it's old movie. Who cares?
If I hadn't have seen it, well, I don't remember it, so.
Oh.
But no, I was gonna say though, there's another film which is actually I thought it was a good movie.
The Philadelphia Experiment?
There's that one. Yes, I've seen that. I remember that one.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
But there's another one that had that huge hit by Dan Hartman. Where Dan
Streets of Fire.
It's a fire. Yes, Vinny knows his stuff, man.
Vinny I can tell you something.
Streets
He's on the
of Fire.
ball. That guy is on the ball.
That's
On
it. Yeah, Streets
the
of
ball.
Fire. I remember I had never seen that movie all these years. I mean, that movie came out when I was.
And the song is called "I Can Dream About You."
Yep, that's right. I was like this tall when that movie came out, so I never saw it. But that song was all over the radio when I was this tall, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd never seen the film, and then finally I Netflixed the film. Excuse me, one sec. That was for you, Paul Rudin. I'd never seen the film all these years, and then finally, it was probably one of those times I was sick. I only get sick once every several years, so I'm like bedridden, right? And I watch all these old films, all these films I'd never seen or whatever. And Streets of Fire or whatever is one of them. Philadelphia Experiment. All these Michael Pierre, whatever movies are all me.
Michael Pare.
Michael Pare. There we go.
Michael Pre.
Usually, if I'm bedridden, I watch his films. But the one I'm just talking about, Streets of Fire. I finally watched that film and finally saw it, and I didn't even know that song was even in that movie. And then once that song comes on in the film, I'm like, whoa, that's that tune. And a lot of people don't even know. I mean, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but since you gave away the ending of the other
Too
film,
late.
that the guy who actually sings that song is white.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, Rick Astley.
the guys who perform the song in the film, they're all black.
Yeah.
That's like their song. They do this huge dance number, and that's the huge song. And yeah, it's a great tune. I listen to that song all the time.
I'm a
You know?
huge.
I love it.
I'm a huge John Carfody fan.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, me too. Me
You know,
too.
you know, Rocky IV, the song "Hearts on Fire."
Yeah.
That's my favorite song from that album, from the soundtrack.
No kidding.
I don't know if I know that one. When I think of Rocky, I think about what is it? Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah,
Isn't that Rocky?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a surprise for you, but I'm not going to ruin it this time, Johnny.
Okay. How can you tell me though if if you have a surprise but you're not gonna ruin it? How can you tell me what it is?
Well, I'll surprise you tonight.
Johnny, are you guys have your own thing going on? You know the way that me and Rob have our thing going on?
I don't always think like that.
Very funny.
So,
Johnny, I just sent you those photos of the neck, by the way.
Cool. But yeah, Streets of Fire. Yeah. It's a good film. I mean, it's been years. It's actually been years since I've seen any of these movies, but I really dig.
do you know who the girl in the Philadelphia Experience is?
Experiment? No. Well, I don't remember. Who is it?
The girl who played in RoboCop.
Yes. Oh, and I was like in love with her too. I can't remember her name. Cute, very cute.
I wanted to see the brand new RoboCop, but I heard it wasn't really that good.
Usually remakes are never. They're never. If you're a fan of something that's original and then there's like a reboot remake, usually it's never as good. Usually.
You know what's pretty good though? Oh, what the hell's the name of the show now?
I don't have a TV, so I don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Forget
You
it.
know, speaking of TVs, Vinny, did you see that Van Halen show tonight?
No.
I didn't
What
get.
Van Halen
I don't have a TV, so it was on Access Channel. Some Van Halen documentary premiered tonight. It was on. It's all over the internet. Everybody's talking about it.
What are you talking about? I didn't hear about it.
Yeah. I didn't get to see it, but I saw a lot of people were saying it was cool.
You know, speaking of Van Halen, you know, Van Halen 5150, Van Halen OU812, I think are probably the best 80s albums ever, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you said that on Facebook. I saw that. The thing is, yeah, I mean, when I think about 5150 and 0812, the way I judge decades, you know, to me, I don't think about those as being 80s albums. I mean, when I think of 80s, I think of early 80s. You know, like if you were to say 80s to me, I'd be like, oh, Rio, Duran Duran.
I love Duran Duran. One of my favorite bands.
You know, if you say 0812, even though it is 80s, it's late 80s. To me, I don't. Even though it's the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
You know, if you were to say 90s, it'd be grunge, whatever. You know, I don't know. That's just.
I agree with you, John.
That's how I think. You know, I'm always, when I think about a decade, I'm always like, I think about the early part of the decade, and then everything else kind of turns into more of what becomes the next decade.
You know what I think about when not only Duran Duran Rio, I think about Tommy Two Tone, Jenny, 8675309. I think
Mhm.
of I think of very thin leather ties.
That's my standard fake number I give out.
Yeah, well, duh.
When they want my number, that's the number I write down. And I give it to them.
That's very funny.
When I think of the '80s, I think of that one band that had that one song. Do you hear me?
Missing persons.
Yes.
Dale and Dale Bozio and what's his name? The drummer. Her brother, Terry Bozio.
The first time I heard that song, I was like, "Whoa, this is pretty cool."
Wasn't Warren Cucurullo also the guitar player in that band?
Yeah.
What a great guitar player he is, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. He's cool. I saw them. They played a show in San Francisco. I want to say in 2011, 2012, and I I've got so many stories, but anyway, I was outside before they went on. There was an opening band, and I went outside. I'm just hanging out, and I see Warren. Warren comes through like the side door, and he's just like he smokes, which I don't understand because it seemed like he was always into health. He was like I don't know if he was a vegetarian or he was always into health.
Yeah, he was a health nut. Yeah, exactly.
And
He was.
like the dude turns like 50 years old and starts smoking.
Well,
And
I don't think he did drugs. I think he was clean. He was clean and sober, but I think he smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. So anyway, so he comes out and he's smoking, and he's like right there. So I walk up to him, and I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm like, I'm here to see you, and I heard the show was sold out. Is it sold out? And he's like, I don't know. I got a ticket from a friend of mine at the time. A friend of mine
So funny.
got me these tickets to the show. So anyway, so I'm talking to him, and I gave him some of my picks. I'm like, here, dude. Thinking because usually when you go up to guitar players like that, usually trade picks. I've traded picks with Willie, with Sid McGuinness, all these dudes. And so I was thinking, oh, I'll trade picks with him, and he's like, oh, I don't even use a pick.
No
He doesn't
kidding.
use a pick at all. He just plays like this. No
Huh.
pick. That's how he plays. Look at close-up photos of him playing. You won't see him holding a pick, right?
That's crazy.
So anyway, yeah. So I've got some stories of that night. Yeah. He's cool. He's a cool dude. I mean, I was a fan of his from Duran Duran, Missing Persons, of course. His solo stuff is cool. Here's a quick story, real quick. I was standing with him. If you look on the internet, I have a photo of him and I together. I don't know if I can, maybe I can find it and show it to you guys real quick. Thing is, you just
Relax, man. Relax.
let me just Google myself. That's basically how you find stuff. You just Google. I can't even say it. And the stuff comes up.
So, Dave, do you have a name for your guitar?
Nope, not yet. Not yet, Vinny. I don't know that I'm going to name it because usually I don't name them unless the name comes. If it doesn't come to me right away, I don't name it. It's got to be something that it's got to be like right in my head.
How do you spell Warren's last name anyway? Can you spell it?
C-U
Can you pronounce it?
Cucurullo.
Cucurullo.
Every time I look at my Kramer at Frankie, I'm always thinking to myself, okay, once I get the foot rows and the guitar strings on it, it's gonna sound great.
And it will. Guarantee you. That guitar is going to be awesome.
Dead air.
Sorry. We're wondering how to spell cucarullo. It's like cucaracha, but different.
Cucaracha. Yeah, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that, you, saw the video of the new guitar that you're gonna do, right, David?
Yep.
And I like how Eddie says, yeah, I'll play with anybody. I'll play with this person, I'll play with that person.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely he will.
So I wanted to ask you, what does the bird mean on the Kramer Ed Frankie? The seagull?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
What does it symbolize?
You know what? I really don't know. I mean, I think people just call them seagulls,
Uh-huh.
because it looks like a bird in flight, like seagulls in flight,
Yeah.
But I just think that when Eddie first did them on his Frankenstein, I don't think it was anything other than just shapes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's me. Oh crap! You can't touch the screen. There's me and Warren right there.
Yeah.
Right there. There we are. Right there. So as far as my story with him, he's a cool dude. He's very nice, and it was kind of weird because we're standing there. He has his arm around me, right? And I have like friends in front of me, and they're like taking pictures,
Mhm.
and these girls come up, and apparently the guy did some nude modeling.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. He's actually done some like something like some gay magazines or something. So
Well, I don't think he's gay.
well for guys though. Yeah. And so they bring up this magazine, these girls, they're like, "Hey, can you sign this?" And the guy's standing there with his arm around me, and he starts signing these these photos of him where he's totally naked. Guys, he has his arm around me, and he's like, "Yeah," he's like signing the stuff, and I'm looking down, and I'm looking at the guy's junk in this magazine. It was insane. It was crazy, and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't need to see that," And the guy's like, "It's no big deal." To him, it's no big deal. He's just like, yeah, 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 you got that? Oh, yeah, It was funny. I guess you had to be there, which I was. So.
Yeah, you were there, all right. You were there in spirit.
It was funny. It was pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, missing persons. Great.
Is that what we were talking about? Jeez.
Well, it took a while because I couldn't spell the guy's name to get my photo, and I'm blurry. But as far as him and Duran Duran, the best, hands down, the best tune they ever did was
Reflex.
Well, no, that wasn't Warren though.
I know.
That was my man. That was my man Andy Taylor.
Ordinary World.
Ordinary World was the best one.
See,
yeah, Ordinary World. I love that song.
I love Duran Duran. I like Wild Boys, but I do not understand what the Reflex is.
It's a lonesome child. I don't know.
I was watching that song on MTV when I was a kid when it first came out. I still don't know the chorus to that tune. I still don't understand the words.
Is a lonely child.
I still don't understand the words.
I don't know. I don't think you're meant to. I don't think it's meant to be understood. I think it was just I
think we need to get a Duranie in here.
Yeah. We
need to do a Duranie chat because as people know, I'm a very bad Duranie. I'm a Duranie and I don't know anything about those guys.
Love Duran Duran.
But yeah.
I couldn't name 6 or 7 songs, but I love them.
Oh, sure you could. They've got so many hits.
Yeah, I know.
Reflex, View to a Kill, Wild Boys, Rio, Planet Earth. What was that, 5? Ordinary World, 6.
I was just about to say that.
What's another good one? Any Duran?
What was their first hit?
Uh,
Girls on Film.
Girls on Film. Was that the first one? Or was it Planet Earth?
I don't know. I think it was Girls on Film, but you might be right.
It might have been Planet Earth.
All right, here's something you guys probably know, probably don't know.
Well, one or the other.
You remember Rod Stewart's song, Some Guys Have All the Luck?
Yes.
Who originally did that? Before...
It was a cover?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Siri on this, man.
You know what? I'm gonna take a guess and say Wilson Pickett, but I don't think so.
What's the song called?
Some Guys Have All the Luck.
Who wrote the song Some Guys Have All the Luck?
What would you like to listen to?
Freaking Siri.
I don't know what you mean by freaking Siri.
Oh, God.
Hang on. Who wrote the
I don't
song
know.
Some Guys Have All the
Did
Luck?
you guys hear that?
Yes.
You don't have anything.
Who wrote it? Or okay, who did it?
Who wrote the song Some Guys Have All the Luck that Rod Stewart covered?
What would you like to listen to?
That's too many words. Yeah, Siri doesn't like that.
I don't know what you mean by yes.
We should just do like a Siri chat. We're just like.
Forget it.
Do you guys know this one? What's 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 cookies and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See, it doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And you are sad that you have no friends.
We should just do a Siri hangout. You know?
That's pretty funny.
Anyway, Vinnie, who did it?
Think of the band Power Station.
Oh,
Palmer?
wait a-
Yep.
Robert Palmer?
Yep.
No kidding.
Dude, Power Station.
What a great band that was.
Feel the heat. Ta, 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 ta. Ready or not. Some like it hot. Some like it hot. Choo, choo.
Yeah, that's a great. Their first album was awesome, man. Did you know?
I think Anthony just posted. I think Anthony
Yeah, I
just
saw
posted my neck on 5150
Yeah,
replicas.
I just got the thing too. Did you know that Power Station did a? No. He asked a question.
Oh.
He wanted to know something. Did you know Power Station put out a second album? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
You ever heard it?
No.
Yeah. You can look it up. But hey, I'll be right back. Okay, hang on.
Right after these messages.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy is right. See, that's what happens. See, that's what happens when my mind goes completely, like, it's on. It's like, okay, I gotta be on about this. I gotta be on about that.
Yeah, I can understand. On is good.
Do the Les Paul guitars have a little bit of bite to it?
Yeah. Yeah, they do have a lot of bite. Vinny, when you come to my house, you'll play my Les Paul, and you'll never want to play another guitar again.
I'll be looking forward to that day when I do come.
Yeah, you'll have a good time. I guarantee that.
Have lots to talk about and lots to...
Yeah, a lot of guitars to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here I am. Dude, yeah. I don't know what you guys are even just saying.
On Monday,
I have an idea for a new show though, Dave. I'll tell you guys off air my new idea, and I think it'll go like this. I have a new idea, totally new. We're gonna retool this whole thing, and it's gonna be huge.
Okay.
It's gonna be way cool.
Yeah. All right. So I say we we hit the brakes on this now, and
it's not even 9 o'clock here, man.
I understand that, but it's been live for we've been on for 2 hours.
We got people watching us.
We do?
Oh yeah.
How many?
There's people here. Hey everybody.
I think you should turn this into your SSS Veda. Why not?
I can't do that.
Why?
tell me why can't this be love? I got to know why.
Okay, I have an idea for 2 new shows. Actually, I got some cool ideas, man.
Vinny's the star?
I got some cool ideas. So.
Okay.
Vinny, I don't know. Did we even say this? Vinny, dude, the last video we did with you.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't tell him.
It's almost up to 1,000 views.
What?
Can you believe that? The video of you pouncing all that bubble wrap.
Dude, that was a lot of bubble wrap.
People love you, Vinny. You have no idea how people love you. People absolutely love you, and you probably have no clue.
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, because Vinny. I mean, I see your posts sometimes, and some of the posts, are a little on like the downer side, but no, people do. They really, really appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
You have a lot of friends, and I don't know if
you don't even know it. You don't even know it, man.
You have a lot of people, a lot of supporters. There's a lot of Vinny supporters.
A lot of people that really care about you.
I know. Like.
Well, now you do.
I got people saying, "Oh yeah, what's your address? I'll send you this. I'll send you that." Well, you want my address? Here it is. What are you gonna send me? Because I don't know what they're sending me.
Well, that's when you get a PO box.
Yeah.
No,
well, it's What?
I had a whole conversation.
By the way, Vinny, did you friend my friend Dion?
Yes, I did.
Did you get a chance to talk to him yet?
Yeah, I did.
And what did he say to you?
He said, "Hey man, thanks a lot for this, and telling me everything about how he did the guitar and this and that."
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, if I ever met him in person,
yeah,
I would love to, see what he does and how he does it.
Well, yeah, the Gibson guitars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he does all the repairs for all the stars that play them when they break. That when they break their Gibsons, he does all the repair work for it. He works for the Gibson Custom Shop in the repair and restoration part, and he's the steward. He's the shop manager, and he takes care of if Slash breaks one of his guitars, he's the guy that fixes them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So the fact that guy built your guitar, that's pretty cool.
I know.
And
You know-
Johnny also has a guitar
knows.
that he built. You know, he knows.
Yeah.
Did you just say he knows?
Yeah, he knows.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a part of the Dion family as well, and Dion doesn't even know. I don't even know Dion. You know, I think Dion and I should maybe have a powwow or something.
You know, I looked up all these things like Krylon paint, Krylon, you know, spray paint for guitars, and I'm just like,
You don't want to use Krylon. You don't want to use Krylon.
what's the best spray paint to use?
Duplicolor.
Duplicolor.
DUPLI/COLOR. And if you're gonna make a 5150, well, actually, you don't want to use Duplicolor for that. You want to use Schwinn Sunset Orange for the red.
Mm-hmm.
The Duplicolor you can use the give me 1 second. Let me think of what the white is.
Uh-huh.
Wimbledon white is the Duplicolor color for the white.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Oh, excuse me. Woo. And the black is hang on, I'll tell you in 1 second.
Wimbledon black.
No, it's not.
There's my Dion guitar right there. I have a guitar built by Dion as well, and there it is. Thanks to my friend David Nosdall.
Yeah, Dion must feel really lucky that I keep giving his guitars away. Oh.
That dude makes some great guitars.
They are excellent. They are.
Vinnie, you're gonna be amazed, man. I mean, yeah, I play that thing, and I love it. It's incredible. You know. You know, this is my Dion guitar right here.
Mm-hmm.
For heaven's sakes.
That's why I'm mad about something, but you know.
Universal black, and Wimbledon white are the colors from Duplicolor for the white and black paint on those guitars.
Cool.
And this is a professional finish.
Yes, it is.
It's professional.
And he actually roughed it up a little bit to make it look semi-unprofessional.
Yeah. It's got the super cool overspray right there.
Yep.
The tape thing I did myself. You know, I did that, but
Yeah, I was wondering where that stripe came from. I'm like, I don't remember that stripe.
yeah, it's tape. It's like old. It's like super old
Gaffer's tape. I know what it is.
tape. Right there. Yeah. I saved it for this guitar. Is what I did. But yeah, it's amazing. Super amazing guitar, man.
What
I got
pickup
this
is it
guitar
now?
about a year ago. Little over a year ago. I got this thing. It's a Seymour Duncan something or other. I'm not sure. I had kind of a rough time. I changed a lot. This has had several different pickups in it.
Right.
And not because of because of sound. Yeah, I changed them because of the way they sound, but the it's got to have the long legs on it.
Uh-huh.
You know, and so this is you know, Adam, if you're watching this is actually one of the guitars where I could actually use one of your what do you call it?
The pickup or the P what's it called?
The pickup height thing. You know, if I want to throw a Wolfgang in here, I would have to have that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So did I tell you about the new pickup that I just ordered for the Hard Rock Cafe guitar?
No.
I ordered a Bare Knuckles VH2.
And that's the company, Bare Knuckles.
Bare Knuckles is the name of the company. They're an Italian company.
I've heard of them. I've never.
They're hand wired. They're all hand wired, and they make a Van Halen style pickup called the VH2, and it's going to have 2 black bobbins, aged. The coils are going to be aged, and
Slugs.
the slugs, the lugs are going to be aged. I got it in the short legs, because the route for the body is thin. It's not very thick like that.
Yeah, yeah. You can only use it. You can only use a DiMarzio or
And
or the Wolfgang.
it's a two conductor braided wire, just like
Mhm.
the Van Halen pickups, like his original ones.
Hmm. What's that, Vinny?
That is a guitar that let me see if I can pronounce the guy's name. It's Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know him. Yeah, hey,
That's
Caleb.
that's his guitar that he showed me. It's the Hot for Teacher guitar, but he painted it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
He did one. He did one with different colors.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I think he said it's gray and white. See, I can't see what Vinny's. I can only see Vinny's avatar.
Oh.
So what is it? It's gray and white, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's the way
I
to do
remember.
it. You know, do it in a make it your own. Make it original. You know.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's cool. That's very cool. And that's something that's really cool about your guitar, Vinny, is that pattern is totally, it's an original thing. It's not like anything.
It's not a replica of any particular guitar. It's freehand. It's freestyle, which means it's like if Eddie were just to stripe up a body without trying to copy one of his, you know. That's what's cool about it.
I saw a previous Google Hangout where Paul Unkert said something about Eddie was mad about something and he spray painted a dot in one of his guitars.
It's more than one dot, and it wasn't Eddie that was mad. It was Paul Unkert that was mad that Eddie did it.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a replica of that guitar, and I have a feeling that Johnny's about to show you the guitar right now. So, hang on.
Yeah, I'm looking. Where is it?
It's more than one dot. It's like 5 or 6, maybe even more.
Let's see. I'll show you a photo. I got so many pictures. My phone like wants to.
Yeah, it wants to die. I know.
Because I got so many.
You probably have no more memory left.
No, I don't. With my phone, I'm on the iPad now, so the iPad I do, but it's laggy. But I'm going back 2 NAMs. You know, when I last saw that guitar, because I didn't go and visit it this NAM. I went and saw it last NAM.
Johnny, did you ever see this?
I'll see your NAMs and raise you 2 ACSs.
I don't know.
Well, you don't even know what that means, do you?
No.
All right.
Huh? Vinny, what is that?
Did you ever see this Alice in Wonderland from 1985?
No. Did you ever see the Wizard of Oz from 1985?
I think so.
What's that called? Do you remember that one?
All I know is that Ringo Starr's in this, and
wasn't he in like a caveman movie too?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the that's the guitar right there. I need my mic. That's the axe right there.
Nice.
So you see how there's like that dot and it's like dripping?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the actual axe too. It's known as the Neptune, the Kramer Neptune guitar.
Yeah, and if you were to ask Eddie, if you were to say that name to Eddie, he wouldn't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, what are you talking about? I've never had a guitar named the Neptune. It's us fans that actually affectionately named that guitar.
Here's like a good close up. Right
Mm-hmm.
The actual, yeah, the actual deal.
You know what I was just thinking earlier?
What?
Why didn't, like most, you know how most people on Facebook do like their own version of like the 5150 guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what I was thinking was, why couldn't they do album covers like the 5150 album cover and the OU812 album cover?
What, on a guitar, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it would be very. I mean, I've seen a Kramer guitar with the 5150 cover art on it, with the guy holding up the world.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that.
Atlas.
Yes. Thank you.
Here's like a collage.
For us dumb people.
Here's like a collage I did. Those are all photos I took of the actual guitar, right there. Pretty cool.
That is very cool.
So, I got a package in the other day from Mr.
Hef.
Hef.
Well, don't show the address. Oh crap. Oh well.
I didn't see it.
Don't say his whole name. Don't even say who it is. Okay. What'd you get?
I got a 71 quarter and a Van Halen guitar pick.
Cool, cool. Do you have the pick right there?
I can take it out.
Here's another unboxing.
By the way, what did you do with my unboxing video?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, by the way, Vinny, what'd you do with all that packing? Because we could use that stuff. Nedville could actually use all that stuff back. If you want to send him the box and all the stuff back.
No, thank you. No, thanks.
Your unboxing video? I have it. I have no room on my phone to download it or to edit, so I can't edit it at this moment. But I have to clean. I've been cleaning my phone, getting all these videos, whatever, off. So I can edit the thing for you. Before the part where you were like, ugh, where you got really mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis is like, dude, calm down, calm down. You're like, ugh. And then the thing just like
Exploded.
like static.
Here's
I told you, man. I was watching that
Sure.
video. I'm like, dude, the perfect end of that video would have been you smashing the guitar.
Smash it.
You should have smashed it. That would have been a because anybody who knows, Eddie smashed that guitar. If you would have smashed that guitar, full circle, man. Those green guitars are meant to be smashed.
That's right.
Vinny.
You know what's meant to be smashed is the moron that sent it to me from Washington without the covers on it.
Dude, I told you about buying guitars from Guitar Center, sight unseen. No. It's really not a good idea. And I'll say that publicly. I think anybody has their own opinions about GC, but
I worked for that company for 10 years. 10 years, and I gave that company my life. I loved that company. I would have done anything for that company.
They went downhill after you left, man.
That company went right down the tubes.
After you left, man, yeah. It's yeah, I'll say this. I'll be very wary. If you go to guitarcenter.com, you see a guitar for sale, I'd be very weary about that unless you can actually see it in person. Like you saw what happened with Dave. Dave got the thing. They said there was no case, no whammy bar. It shows up with the case, whammy bar. There's no back covers. And in this video, you'll see, he's holding the thing up. He's like, yeah, all smiling. battery falls out. His Dennis
the
is like,
battery is
oh.
dangling.
Dennis is like, whoa, you know. And then that's the part I have to edit out where David's like.
I think I actually said I effing want to kill somebody.
He started foaming. He started foaming like Cujo, you know. And that's when Dennis is like, Dave, you know. And then it turns to static, and so that's the part I have to cut out of the video.
So funny.
Here's
The video is fine